So the last thing I want to talk about today is where we see the future of BzG going. Where we see BzG going in the future.
Into the trash.
Yeah. Because, we've had a lot of projects before. We made a movie once, and we also did like a
shitty ass web shows.
Shitty ass like YouTube skit videos and all that stuff.
That all boiled down to, that's my purse. I don't know you.
So like BzG's Gamers has been our most consistent project that we've ever worked on. It's I think it's the thing I'm most proudest of like creating.
Yeah.
So I just
we've been doing this for almost a year.
So what I want to talk about is like we recently had like I recently made like our website for us and BzGamers.wix.com/official. So I just want to ask you guys like what you see in the future for BzG, if you see us doing any like more shows or expanding with more people or whatnot. Because I personally don't know. like where BzG will head. Like the next thing I want to get to is getting our own web address and making our shows just like the quality of our shows have definitely been getting better and better. It was ever since we turned Talking Shit into just a one full podcast.
Right.
Because I was listening to I think our first episode of Talking Shit.
The Goth Hour.
When we got back to not the very first one, but the first episode back from our break. Right. I was like, oh shit, this was actually like a really, really good episode. Of just like our pacing and our rapport with each other. I feel like we finally have a solid ground of talking with each other for an hour and 20 minutes every week. So would you guys have any like idea of where you might want to take BzG? Because that's the thing is like BzG is sort of my child. Like I was the one who I was the one who realized like, oh, like I sort of want to do this.
Yeah.
And we started doing it, and it wasn't until like a couple months later where I was like, oh, I think I actually might want to do this for a living. Like I actually might want to make this my career. Like I started BzG before I even knew like I might actually want to get into this industry. And then, of course, Colin Moriarty on a recent episode of P.S. I Love You was giving advice about getting into gaming coverage or making video games. He's like, I don't recommend it unless you feel it. And Greg was sort of saying, like, unless you feel it in every fiber of your being, unless this is, like, exactly what you want to do, like, you might want to do something else. And, like, I was listening to that, and, like, that, like, reassured me. That this is what I want to do.
Right. I was really hoping you'd be like, and that's when I realized what I really want to be is a glam rock star.
So, like, and I was thinking about this is like, I do want to work for Kind of Funny one day. And if I have to wait, 5 years to do that, I will wait. I'll wait patiently. And I will, like, make sure BzG is a thing for as long as we want it to be, And, until the day where, I can finally put in a resume for Kind of Funny or something. Like I will dedicate my life to BzG
until I'm dead in the fucking ground.
And that's the thing is like I lose money doing this. We all lose like sort of time to do this project that we don't make any money on, but I still love it.
Yeah,
I still love it. So I don't know. Like, do you guys have any ideas of where you would want to take BzG in the future, especially since now we have a more written component since we have the website? Because I used to do like my every Saturday blog thing, but I always felt like it felt too cut off from like all of our other stuff. But now that we have an official site where we have like a specific blog page and all that stuff, so I don't know. What do you guys think?
I still want to get back to doing eating shit. Turned into a full show.
For that to happen, we gotta invest in maybe
some.
In a kitchen. But the thing is like getting better. Like we'd have to invest in like getting clip-on mics and having a stand where you guys can stand and having a camera where you could get a good angle of that and having separate cameras so we can shoot like an above shot of like. The thing is to do new show. Like I have a lot of ideas for new shows, but the thing I've learned since the beginning of BzG, I don't want to do anything new until we can get it right.
Right.
talking shit, we started that, and the beginning of it is fucking awful, and we did not know how to do it right. But now it's at the point where it's fucking awesome, and I'm really proud of talking shit now.
My favorite episode of BzG of Talking Shit will always be the episode where is the recording session where every episode is just a process by process step of me making a pizza in the oven.
Where you just did not give a fuck. You're just like, whatever.
I'm hungry.
I think actually one of my favorite videos now is a video from last week, and it's the Let's Play with just you two. It's the very first video where I am not in. I'm in, like, I come in, I interject because it's the first video that I have not like hosted. So I had to come in and interject like, oh, like you guys are already done.
End the show.
Because I come in, I'm like, you guys can play 2 more matches. Let's do a best out of 5. And then I leave. And then like there's this awkward pause for like 15 seconds. I'm like, end the fucking show. Come on. Which I just thought was hilarious. I was watching that Let's Play the other day. I was like, oh, this is
I
good.
want you and me to do more Let's Plays.
I like it.
Random shit.
I want us to do more that's not Smash so I can actually talk and not be like,
Yeah,
I have to
stressed
destroy
out.
you.
And
I
that's
have
the
to
thing.
focus.
Like, when you guys find a game you want to do and you want to bring like your if it's not available on PS4 and you want to bring your console over, I will be more than happy to set it up and let you guys fuck around for like an hour.
Brings my NES.
I hate that like you can't really do Let's Plays on the PS3.
Yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
I thought you
there's
couldn't.
There's a separate cable that I have to, and I have it.
Oh.
They gave me 2 separate components.
That opens a lot.
It's the HDMI cable that is like everything else, but then there's a specific plugin for PS3. So
Is it time for us to do a playthrough of Eco?
Yeah. Just to see how ridiculous that is.
But we do have to put any Let's Plays ideas you guys have on hold. Because for the next month and a half,
Yeah, we have so much shit already.
we have so
lined
many
up.
ideas. Because for the next month and a half, I'm playing through all of the Uncharted games.
Right, yeah.
We're anticipating up to the release of Uncharted
Can't
4.
fucking wait.
I know, I'm so fucking
hyped
excited.
up now.
Especially just playing through the first one yesterday. I was like, oh my god,
Can't wait to
So
look
good.
at the size of Nathan Drake's head.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah, just to kind of
do you guys have any other ideas of where you'd want to, where you would want to take BzG?
BzG's been like a really weird experience in the sense
Yeah.
of like we've had so many projects that have been complete like trial and error.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And just like
And BzG is a high contender for that, so like trial and error.
yeah.
If something,
Mostly error.
something goes wrong every week, and then this
Yeah.
week it was me getting a ticket.
And just stuff not picking up and stuff. And this one strangely was the one that like I thought, well, this is definitely not going to go anywhere. But hey, let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's see where it goes. And then it ended up fucking staying completely.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope it goes somewhere. I've always seen it as kind of like, if this doesn't go anywhere, it's gonna lead up to you out of all 3 of us doing something out of this and
Yeah,
like
'cause I
going to
feel like-
IGN and shit.
Like you guys, like obviously, like aren't as like enthusiastic about all of this as I am because I really want to do this, but not to like disparage. Like you guys do enjoy coming here every week. 'Cause
Oh,
we
no,
get to
yeah.
hang out and shit.
Yeah.
I love it.
And-
It's just the thing is, it's that it's
but you
that,
have like other interests for you, like what you want as your career, and
that's the thing. It's like it's at a weird point where like I have no fucking idea what I want to do. I have no idea where I'm at. I know
Yeah.
I have idea if I'm going to move out of San Francisco or not. I have
Yeah.
no idea what the fuck's going on.
yeah.
So it's kind of like bittersweet to like love this, but then also not know what the fuck is going on with me. So I'm kind of in like these 2 different like.
I honestly
places
think
in mind.
like if you don't go into podcasting or anything, if you don't continue on like what we're doing, I honestly think you'd be good for just production.
pianist.
Being a
Well,
janitor.
I honestly think you'd be good
This
for
is
like
nice.
video production and stuff. I honestly think you could do something
it's
with
fun.
that because like you and I do that kind of shit all the time. Whether it was the dumb movie that I made or
God, those are so fun though.
yeah, and that's the
Those
thing.
are hella
But like
fun.
you have a good balance of like being able to joke around, but also being able to get shit done.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh
Really?
Yeah. And that's because you learned that from high school, working with Miss Walenta and all that stuff. So I
And
think you have
getting
a
my
good
ass
balance.
chewed out.
One of the
every
most
day.
classic video you two will ever make. Yeah, me and Jack.
But yeah,
Never
it's just
forget.
I really want this to go somewhere and I really hope it does. I love the place that we're at now where we finally have this fucking settled and we can do stuff like the Netflix thing, like your sex thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like
Your sex
we
thing.
we finally have a good balance on talking shit that we can finally like look at what else we can
Right.
do. So like I've been thinking of other shows that we possibly may be able to do for exclusive people or for like Patreon supporters or just like for everybody. And like I had a lot of ideas when we were first relaunching, and then I was like, oh, like maybe we might not be able to do that just yet, so I'm just going to hold off on it. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up just because I was listening to the one of our episodes talking about like us and coming back and all that stuff. I was like, oh, I want to come back to this again. The last thing I want to talk about is if we'll ever add anybody to BzG.
No.
Yeah. Like it depends, you know, like if they're a good suit.
Fluffy becomes an official 4th member.
Irrational Passions
official
gets
5th member. Because like 7 is, even though he's on the back end of everything, he is still like he puts a lot of time and effort into something that he totally does not need to. He does not need to give us his kitchen every week. He does not need to like, you know, make us look really, really good. So
he has full control of this whole show in one blue glove.
So
boing.
Yeah, maybe like you know, like once Fluffy graduates and he has more of a free schedule, maybe we'll add him. Or
Fluffy's
maybe
always like a high contender.
Yeah, and but maybe we'll also like maybe just add writing people and whatnot. So
I think we have,
because
we
you know,
still
like
have
I
a lot
enjoy
to work
writing, but like it's always a thing of like it always takes me forever to think of like what to write about. So if we ever, we
I'm a
might
writer.
just add writers. Like you're a good writer and whatnot, but I would like to have a solid writing team. So anyway,
I can do this.
anyway, we have 46 seconds on the clock, so I just gotta wrap up. Thank you so much for joining us. This was Talking Shit. If you don't know, Talking Shit is a weekly podcast where the three of us bring in random topics of discussion and we talk some shit about those topics. If you like that, want to get the show early and exclusive shows, head on over to patreon.com/BzG. Give us $1 every month and you get all of that sort of shit. And you also help us get closer to a regular web address. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Henry, for joining me.
You're
this week.
welcome.
Thank you.
This was a good episode. This is really good. I think this was worth the $1, as Tim Geddes would say. And thank you so much for joining us this week. Join us next week for some more Talking Shit. And until then, keep talking shit. Thank you.